Yaseo, all my beautiful people, how are you doing this evening? Well, I first want to say welcome everyone to the alternate point of view. My name is Tracy Lee. I appreciate everyone who has been tuning into this channel and everyone who is new. Welcome. Thank you so much for all of your support. I have been doing lives for the past couple of days on the Christopher Gregory trial. So if you want to catch up on that, just watch the lives or you can fast forward through them. But we have been doing lives because we are nearing the end of this trial. Tomorrow, the judge is going to give the instructions to the jury, and it is finally going to go into the jury's hands. So that trial is hopefully coming to its end. But we are actually also at the end of a trial. I have not actually covered this trial, but it is the Tik Tok murder trial. And it is involving a TikTok famous TikToker. I never watched him, but he was clearly pretty popular for doing Scarface impersonations. And he and his wife, who was very attractive, beautiful woman, he became popular by doing these impersonations on TikTok, I guess. And then she became popular. They lived in Virginia. They moved to California. Things became even better for them. And then she became really popular. But I believe his name is Ali Abuladon, and he killed his wife and I guess a partner, boyfriend / somebody she was seeing. I'm not really sure. But anyway, in 2021, he tracked her, often followed her after they had split up. And I do remember when this happened, but it finally went to trial over the last couple of weeks, and he claimed it was a crime of passion. I do remember the prison interview that they had with him, and he was still very intense. He kind of reminded me of modern day Betty Broderick. He really didn't have any shame in what he had done. He felt like he was the wronged person. If I recall the prison interview, he was very emotional, very, look what she did to me. I was wronged. She had my child. And, he felt pretty much that he was the one who was wronged. And he did shoot her and the gentleman in the face. And then he did call the police 12 minutes later, and he was then arrested, and he has been in jail ever since. And then they had the trial, and he was found guilty today. And there was a cheering in the courtroom. There was no holding back the family's emotions. And he also, during the trial, I did catch a little bit of the trial. I caught his testimony, and he was very combative with the prosecution. It was a sight. He had not changed any at all from the person he was in prison when they did the prison interview. So yeah, he is a narcissist. He did get up on the stand to defend himself. So yeah, he's not he's pretty much the TikTok person that he was. I find it kind of strange, these TikTok people, I don't want to say characters, but they are kind of characters, right? Social media people, YouTubers, TikTokers, they all there's a lot of them that have gone off the rails. It's interesting to see. Even myself, I'm a very small YouTuber. I don't have a huge audience. But, I've noticed that a lot of YouTubers and TikTokers are kind of becoming, there's several that are on trial, that are in trouble for murder, for drugs, for drunk driving, for hit and runs. It's kind of crazy what this kind of scene does to people. I'm not really sure how it's happening or why it's happening, but why I'm talking about this is because the very person believe this or not, and I'm not, I don't make any money on YouTube. I'm too small of a YouTuber to make any money. So I am not making money off of this person's shortcomings or poor decisions or what's happened to this person. But the person who inspired me to start my YouTube channel was actually Nick Rekieta and his LawTube people. And I started watching YouTube because of Nick Rekieta. And I really liked him and his LawTube people. I love Logic. I love Nate the lawyer. I love all of these people that he had on his panel during the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, is when I started watching him. During the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, I really, really, really enjoyed Nick Rekieta, and I was like, wow, he actually, Emily D. Baker, all of the lawyers that he had on there, I was like, wow, all of these lawyers are on his channel. And it was very interesting to see their perspectives. And I really enjoyed his channel. And I saw all of these other people on his channel and how they kind of launched their channels kind of off of his channel. It was really neat. And I like Nick Rekieta. I think he's a pretty cool person. I think he had the best of intentions. And I feel very badly for what's going on in his life right now. So I just want to say, there's a lot of people on YouTube talking about Nick Rekieta right now. They're talking about the search warrant. They're talking about, him being arrested, him and his wife and another person in the house. There's a lot of accusations, a lot of things that were in the search warrant. I don't need to rehash all of that. There's plenty of YouTubers out there that are. I just want to say, I hope that Nick gets help. And that I'm praying for you, Nick. I'm praying for you and your wife and your family, because you were what inspired me to start my YouTube channel. I'm not a lawyer, obviously. I have a background in criminal justice and forensics. I worked in law, on the law side anyway, and loss prevention, and criminal justice and criminal law and court hearings and anything to do with the law really, really fascinated me. And seeing your channel and seeing Good Logic and Uncivil Law and Self-Defense, all of you guys, seeing that whole group really, really inspired me a lot. And I really, really hope and pray that this it sucks, but people have to hit rock bottom sometimes to get back out. And I really hope that this helps. It is something that will help Nick Rekieta, because he is very, very intelligent, very smart. And I think that anyone who's monetizing off of his downfall or things, I hope that's not the case. Like I said, I don't make any money on YouTube. I'm just going to pray to God, because I know that Nick and his family were going to church, and they do have a church home, and I hope that his church home is there for him and his family, and I pray that he finds a way out of this. So I don't know. I know there's some people out there talking about constitutional rights and things like that. I'm not going to say anything regarding that. I'm just going to say that I'm praying for Nick Rekieta and his family, and I just hope that everything works out for the best and for his children, because at the end of the day, there are kids involved in this, and I hope that they get their parents back, and I pray to God that that happens, because that's the most important thing, are the children. So I definitely don't want to smear Nick's name in all of this. So yeah, I've seen a lot of YouTubers and TikTokers that just go awry, and it's sad. So I don't think that we need to make that worse for him on this channel anyway. So everyone, please be kind and send some love out to the kids, the Rekieta kids and the family, and anyone who's being negative. You know, it's sad. Even Ali Abuladon, you know, pray for his child. His child has lost a mother and a father. And let's pray for the Abuladon family and her family, and pray for their child, because now their child has no parents. So I think it's really sad. And even in all of the trials that I cover, where you know, we're wanting justice for these children, obviously there are children that have died, and now we have people. These children are gone. So I just want to keep that in mind, that we are covering some pretty horrendous trials on this channel, and we're covering people that are no longer here, and they don't have a voice. And I feel like it's very important to think about, you know, not being very petty about certain things. Like, I had someone make a comment on my channel the other day that I wasn't wearing any makeup, and I was like, okay, I don't really know what that, they said it was unprofessional, and I apologize to you, I guess, that I'm not wearing makeup. But that's not what my channel is really about. I don't do makeup tutorials. I don't, it's not my channel. I'm covering children and people that have lost their lives, and you know, trying to give a different perspective on what's going on in the trial. I'm trying to see it from both angles, and trying to figure out, like, if I were a juror on this trial, or whatever particular trial that I'm discussing, what would I do? What would I say? Even the Christopher Gregory trial, you know, I'm trying to see both angles, you know, if he's guilty or if he's not. You know, if he's not guilty, why would he not be guilty? You know, at this point of the trial, I'm actually looking at, honestly, there is nothing to show technically that he is actually guilty, I guess, if you want to be technical about it. But given the, you know, if you want to deduce it to, he was the last person with Corey, he is the last person, obviously, who shows a pattern of abuse. He is the person, like, it's just a matter of, you know, elimination. So that's how you can look at it for Christopher Gregory. He did flee the scene. He ran. He was on his way out to get away from the situation. He didn't show any type of real sympathy. His actions spoke louder than his words. You know, so I guess you could say that. So there's a lot of ways and angles you can look at it. So I just want to say that's how I try to go at it, is obviously people are innocent until proven guilty. So, you know, that's my 2 cents. That's why I have this channel. This is an entertainment, for entertainment purposes channel for the most part. And again, it is an opinion, and we know how those go. Everyone has one. So yeah, I am covering the Karen Reed trial as well. I'm trying to get caught up on that. They didn't have court today, so I will cover that at the end of this week. Tomorrow we are doing a live for the verdict watch of the Christopher Gregory trial. So we are going to be live for that. The judge is going to give jury instruction tomorrow, and we will wait, because I do believe that the jury will come back pretty quickly for that. So I will have everyone who's been showing up for the lives, I greatly appreciate. I just want to let you know how awesome you guys are. Thank you so much for subscribing, liking, and enjoying this channel. And we are so close to getting monetized. So that doesn't mean the big bucks are going to roll in, but we're almost there to getting to be a monetized channel. So I appreciate everyone so much. And I just want to say thank you, 감사합니다, and God bless you all. And again, tune in live tomorrow for the Christopher Gregory jury watch deliberation. And I will see you all in the morning, bright and early. And your Korean facts that I haven't given you for the last few days. It is still Asian Heritage Month. Korean fact, interesting enough, that you don't know, something you don't know about me. My uncle is the first Korean American actor. His name is Sun Taek-oh, if you want to look him up, he was in Missing in Action 2 with Chuck Norris. He was also in 007 films, and he is in the original Mulan. And yeah, so if you want to check out Soon Taek Oh, he is the very first Korean American actor. He started the East West Theater in Los Angeles with James Hong, who was in Everything Everywhere All at Once. And also, the Korean country of South Korea. Did I tell you this one already? That the Jindo is the dog that is a national treasure in South Korea. And also, there are the cherry blossoms grow in spring. It's one of the best seasons. And they only last a couple of weeks. You only get a couple of good weeks out of the cherry blossoms in South Korea. And it's kind of like the dogwood trees in the South in Alabama. They come during the spring, during the time of Easter, and then they're gone before you know it. So, and what other Korean fact? This is a weird one. Weird one, you guys, but it's true. There are actual, believe this or not, it's weird to say, but there are penis parks in South Korea. Yeah, so that's an interesting little weird fact about South Korea, but it's a fact. So I appreciate you guys so much, and happy Asian Heritage Month. I hope you guys had a memorable Memorial Day, and I hope that you thanked a veteran and you thanked a family member of a veteran, and I hope that you appreciate your freedoms and your freedom of speech, especially because we are on YouTube, of course, and YouTube does not offer us the freedom of speech that other channels do. So I hope that you appreciate your freedom in America, and I hope that you appreciate being an American. And I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Again, 감사합니다.